I should be live. I am having all sorts of problems with the interwebs. So let us see if that is fixed. Apologies. I don't know what is up with my internet. But there were problems yesterday. Good morning. Where I did stream yesterday for a short time, like in the evening. And my internet must have glitched or something. But it never stopped recording. But even though I wasn't streaming anything, it was recording nothing, and I couldn't stop the record, and it was just all sorts of annoying. All right, good, we are loading. It was just really annoying, and I ended up losing the entire stream, which is no big deal. It was a dry run anyway for talking about roofs. So hopefully we can talk more about roofs and ceiling lines today, depending on what we come across. I have opinions on them. That's all. If it ever loads. I'm going on EU because yesterday and the day before we did a bunch of Housing's Finest Builders. So we'll do that. I want to thank Soldier Ron for the follow. Much appreciated. Potato is open! Exclamation point potato. Today is 275k gold or a crown crate. So take your pick. PCNA, PCEU only, followers only. Unfortunately, that's the way it works. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. All right. I have not done anything in terms of posting today. Pictures of houses. But I have put up... no, I have done my writs is what I was getting at. So, you know, we're not going to need to do any of that. At this point, it is not. So I've been reading the forums. I haven't found anything of any interest to us. I have been reading Reddit, specifically Elder Scrolls Reddit, and really meh. Some people were complaining that that people already had the personality, and we're like, yeah, because we collected all the pieces before. I don't understand your confusion, but whatever. People are dumb. So that was handled. We're like, because I already had all the pieces? Nothing else really interesting going on. Hey, look at that. They have all of the stream partners listed up there. Wonder if they have their own subreddits. Looks like they do not. Okay. I would like to be added to that, even though I'm not stream peep. In case you're curious, this is the link to the ESO Reddit. Hopefully I'm still live. I don't really see anything interesting going on. Kind of a dull day. Unfortunately, that means it's going to take me forever. Oh, cool! Yeah, I started poking at one of my houses. No, it's fine. You don't need to type here. It's fine. I'm just being silly. Besides, it's not just you. There's 2 other viewers. Wow, it's a dead morning. I guess Saturday morning kind of is dead for people who aren't at work. I'm not part of their little routine on weekends, I guess. But people will get me. Oh yeah, those bookcases are affordable and nice. Yay! Housing contests. Woohoo! I went to that. All right. Let us go to big houses. No whammies. I think we're gonna try seeing if there's any builds that are freestanding. So we'll start with Iolantha Star's Smuggler's Shrine in Aliad. And if we can find a freestanding, we can look at roof lines, because that's the way I roll. I'm fascinating like that. We'll talk about roof lines again. That's amazing. I was thinking about them. I was wondering if we could make a good wall or ceiling, or I don't even know. I always try to think about how I could use these things in an odd way. I only bought 6 of them, but we'll see. All right. How many do we have? Smuggler's Shrine. 5 effects. 697 items out of 700. Uh-oh. Wait, no. That was on purpose. They added a blur there. That looks like a way shrine for sure. They really decorated that to look dead on like a way shrine. They are nice. They are a nice gift in the sense that, you know, we don't always get nice things. And it is nice that we did. Hello, my loves. Nothing of any interest today on the news that I've seen. I guess one of the achievements is broken for the midyear mayhem. They're working on it. Yes, they are cheap. I would suggest buying them, especially compared to other bookcases. Empty bookcases even can go for more than they're charging. Lovely little sculpture garden. So that's really the only thing I know about is that achievement thing. And obviously my contest is still going on. And I don't know. I have to make going home to New York at some point. So I'm going to have to figure out how we're going to do that. If I'm going to stream from New York, I think I probably will. But I'll be offline for... I think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a bad investment. Hello, Jemima. So here's the dock. We've got multiple dock sections and another way shrine. Very pretty dock. Species. They definitely give us a lot of luxe items for the... If you want to do a dock, there's plenty of space for it. I mean, it's plenty of items you can fill it with. Good morning, everybody. Coffee time, at least for me. And so I'm probably going to go home somewhere in July. I will probably stream from there, depending on how my connection is. Except when we're traveling. And then that's about it. Hey, Maldron, what's up? Don't forget !SO space and your name if you are a streamer. Or if you just want to shout out about a streamer. I see this type of house is going to be a clutter house. We got a good clutter set here between the boat dock and all of this. Nah, it's not fun. There's family stuff. My family is older. There's lots of nap times. Oh, you see this pinkness that's here? You see how we went from regular color to pink? That's an EHT thing. You can give it like a sheen that looks pinkish. Or you could change the color and be something else. I mean, my family, they're in their 70s, and Just like me, they have poor health, and so there's nap time all the time. So there's going to be a lot of downtime. So I'm happy to. It really isn't going to be a question of fun. It's going to be a question of seeing, you know, my loved ones, which I haven't seen, whom I haven't seen in well over possibly 2 years because of COVID and then whatever reasons before that. You know, it's terrible, but if I was much younger, I think back in college or whatnot, this would have been really hard for me. But living apart from them for so long, it's like, just, it's the way it is, you know? I don't really worry about it anymore. I mean, it's more of an obligation than anything to go see them. Lovely little bedroom. Look at all these carpets all spread out. I mean, you guys know, I'm okay with being in contact online. Look at the corm. Or on the phone. I mean, it doesn't really bother me. If anything, being in person makes me a little uncomfortable. I'm always uncomfortable about how I look, or have I gained weight? Has my skin gotten worse? Are they going to comment? You know, all of that. I'd rather just talk to them on the phone where they can't see it. Because Lord knows my skin has gotten worse. Lovely little clutter house, too. Very pretty. Made it feel very at home. Lived in. Good job. If I missed anything, let me know. Beautiful gardens down there, too. All right. Let's go to Cerulean, Toymaker's Cottage, Stillwaters. Hey, I understand. Given my trip home to New York, we'll see if I end up kicking it out. If you want me to, just let me know. Yay! I have to admit, I'm happy about that. All right, here we are. We are in a Stillwaters. This is Cerulean or something. Cerulean. I don't do well with pronouncing names. 694 out of 700. This should be a cottage. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So this is what would be a traditional home in the sense that it's a rectangle, right? They sometimes call these salt boxes. They sometimes call them, you know, it depends on what the trimmings are mostly to determine what exact kind of house this is. But it looks like for the ceilings, they used elsewhere wood panels for the roofs, rather. And then they used these fences to fill in the triangle that's left at the top. See, like when you add floors and you put them on that angle, there's that triangle left open. What do you do about it? Well, if you're using already uneven rock, which you are here, this is all very bumpy rock, you fill it in, you can actually see it really well here. You fill it in with either other floors or some fences or something that fits. You just fill in that space until you have the triangle covered up, right? For the windows, obviously, they laid out their walls with the gaps in there. It is a good looking house. Also, I like the crisscrossy panes using poles. So that's cool. Let's go back around the front. They've got their own dock too. Here's a little lean-to kind of shed using the lean-to pieces, which are great, the shed. And then just, you know, made it all. It's a little, I love the flowers in front. Although with the with the snow falling, it's like, oh no, but they look like spring flowers. So I suppose they'll be okay. Spring flowers are pretty hardy. Now the interior windows are Solitude sideboards rustic. So that's how they gave them themselves windowsills, which is actually a really smart idea. So they don't just look like this empty hole. They added like basically sideboard tables up and down. Probably took a lot of slots, but it's a really good way to make the windows look more complete and real. And then this is the toy maker's cottage, so obviously these are some of the toys and whatnot. And then they used a Solitude floor. And, you know, here's your problem with the arches in Solitude. Hey, Stormy, the arches are too big to fit this door. I know, isn't that stupid? You give us a door that doesn't fit the hole. So what they did is, you can see it here, they took two of them and they kind of crisscrossed them a little closer so that they end up being a smaller hole. And then they filled it up with, you know, fences around it, whatever. And so therefore, now it fits. Looks much more accurate. So that's something you're going to have to fiddle with when you're trying to do your door. Make sure that, you know, you think about it. All right, rough planks being used for railings. And then these are all, these stairs are actually all shelves. I'm guessing they wanted it to match. So they skipped using stone stairs. I know it's stupid. Yeah, but still, I mean, it would be nice if we had something that fit. It is. Some really nice technique in here, and you can see how the ceiling works on the inside as well. By filling that in with fences, your triangles are filled up. I'll show you how to do it later because a lot of people are struggling with it, which I understand. Now, the other way to make a rectangular house interesting, especially with a second floor, what's nice is that they really don't use the whole space. Like, they've cut it off here so that you have separate rooms. So this feels like bedrooms, right? There's the master. And then this is a separate bedroom. And then you go down here again, and they also split up this main floor, but they did it in a different way, okay? The way that they set up this main floor, and it's very interesting, is, all right, let's go to the front of it. When you come in the front door, yeah, you can try all different things. I mean, clockwork grating's a way to do it. Hopefully we'll see some examples of that. So if you notice upstairs, what they did was they divided it into rooms, but they did it this direction. So they did it, I want to say vertically, depending on how you look at it. But in this part of the house, when you first come in, they've added a second room horizontally. And what's interesting about it is that it's, you've got a much bigger room in the front and a much smaller room in the back. And it's a tiny room. They didn't use the whole space. The other cool thing about it is that they broke up the room even more by using the bookshelves, but they're the see-through bookshelves, so it doesn't make you feel claustrophobic. You can see everything, even though there's a bookshelf there. So what I'm trying to get at is, when you're thinking about doing houses, consider different sized rooms. Don't just necessarily go with a rectangle. Don't just go with, you know, maybe the top floor and the bottom floor automatically the same size rooms. Play with it. See if you like something different. That's what I'm getting at. If it were me, I probably would have gotten really obsessive about, yeah, the interior layout in that house is really good. They did a really nice job on that. For me, I probably would have gotten obsessive about having all the solitude rocks even sized, but I'm not sure that's a good idea because you get obsessive about that stuff. It's not good for anybody. All right, let's do Nimsaj's Pride and Penance because I haven't seen them in a while. You get too obsessed with things being flat and even and all of that, and you could get some real problems because, unfortunately, those are difficult to even get to align properly. They're not all the same. Some of them are tapered to the top, so it's really hard to get them to look right. So here we are in Nimsaj's Pride and Penance 1. It's their moon sugar. If you can't hear me over the fan, tell me and I'll fix it. All right. Dear visitor, this house is made for an RPG plot. It extends over 2 plots. The first part is here. The second part can be reached via a portal at the end of this house. I ask you to visit both houses in order to consider the whole subject. At the end of the second part in the Cold Harbor Island, there is another portal. If the portal does not work for any reason, please go to my Cold Harbor Island. I think I've already done it with them. No, it is. Pride and Penance. 10 effects, 692 items, and this is moon sugar. So what they've done is they've used a whole bunch of beautiful Markarth build stuff. I also see those tile floors from Solitude. Obviously the color goes. Looking really nice. So they made this interior room, and they've got this master stairway, which is beautiful. Yes, it's a lovely, lovely master stairway. Look at the angles that they have going on there. It just comes together to be almost like an opera staircase. And managed to get in not just fireplaces, but also gardens on either side of the stairway. And they lined it with limestone retaining walls. And I believe they're using that looks like the Elsewhere dirt, but I'm not 100%. It's a little redder than the non-Elsewhere. They've got also a second floor balcony, which is made out of the dwarven stuff. They do. And the cools, just, you know, this reminds me a little bit of the Titanic's front entrance stairs with those lights and everything. It looks very similar. I mean, I guess that's a classic entry, so it's not just the Titanic, but you know, you get the idea. And then up here they have a feast with some good clutter. I love Nimsaj. Oh, I forgot the book. There was a book, excuse me, on the first floor that I didn't read. Pride and Penance. Once upon a time, there was a woman who was so full of herself that she had to look into any mirror she passed just to adore her looks and make sure she was still as beautiful as always. As the years went by and the woman got older and older, it took her longer and longer to see herself in the reflection, for the face that looked back was a hideous grimace, but not the adorable being she once was. Join the club! One day, the grimace offered her the opportunity to keep her youthful appearance forever. All she really had to do was live on a huge estate. Blinded by the promise, she didn't even give a second thought and agreed without having any idea what the grimace wanted her to do really on her side of the bargain. She also did not ask for the name of her benefactor, happy that it was up and gone after the pact was closed. This realm was created for her alone, and perhaps one day, when her pride is gone, repentance will maybe be made for her vanity. Let's see what the Eternal Ball has in store for her. Oh, the Eternal Ball, I think, is sanguine. Is that Eternal Ball? Ball-like ball. No. Eternal Ball. Huh. I'm not sure who the Eternal Ball is, but I'm gonna guess it's Sanguine. Because party. Party! And there's all the noms. Beautifully stacked glasses. Asking for the glass. When you use real glass ones, you're just asking for them to be broken. And then here we have a ballroom, I'm assuming. Hello! We're looking at Nimsage's Pride and Penance. I believe these are servants. I don't believe that's her. I think these are all servants. Jorn especially is a servant. Very pretty. Gardening with the red. And here's Phaedra being Phaedra. Oh dear. Oh dear. I think we know who we're dealing with now. This is Nimsage's Moonsugar. She built a beautiful interior only home. But it's mostly dwarven and it's gorgeous. And I think we've just reached the problem area. Meaning everything now is flipped, which just screams you know who. Everything is. And here's the Daedra chick. I mean, it's interesting with Sheos behind it. I would have gone with Sanguine, but that's okay. I mean, everybody likes Sheo. What? I can't get in there. But presumably that's a problem area. Whoa. They closed on me. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Beautiful though. Making me a little ill. Amazing though. Beautifully gardened. All right, let's go through the next one. I think we've seen it, but let's be sure. Nimsage is a potato. If I missed anything, Nimsage, can you let me know? We'll go back and fix. Hello, Janoo-Banoo. I know. I kind of have to admit, I had to get out of there quickly. It was making me a little bit uneasy. All right, so this is Cold Harbor. And what a lot of people do with Cold Harbor is they close off the front so that when you're facing in, like facing what would normally be the main part of the house, they close it off. The reason why is there's a lot of space that you can build over the back. This is the second part of a house that thematically belongs together. Please make sure to visit the first house before visiting this part by using the portal or travel to Nimsage's Moonsugar. We've done that. And now you can see there's bits of Cold Harbor breaking through into this house, which is not the identical house, although we have Lyrinth here. She may be traveling between locations, though. 8 effects, 628 items, and definitely we've got Daedra breaking in. A little bit more of these little demon guys. Some really horrible things happening. Definitely tells a story. I hope the woman gets it together. Oh dear. Oh dear. Now I have seen this part of the house. The house is breaking apart. I do recall that. Whee! Alright. I think that this, yeah, I believe she said this was it, but I can make double sure. Because there is a doorway back there. Okay. Gosh, that was hard for me. Oh, there was more to it. Huh. Upstairs. The house is breaking apart in oblivion, I guess. Oh dear, look at that! I can jump occasionally. Depends on what condition my hands are in. If my hands aren't very good, it's impossible. Look at this chessboard. beautifully done. And then they've got the skulls embedded in things. Really neat. Uh-oh, we're on a slant again. I wonder what the acolyte's supposed to tell us. Now, this is another way of dealing with building houses. Don't make the outside. Just have them all be interior, right? No. Wait, I don't think so. We don't want to go to Andrew's house unless we do. Let's see what's there. Just in case. Oh, Andrew's her wife, I think. So... if you don't want to deal with the exterior, you can just build an interior. No one ever sees the outside, and you can make it as fanciful as you like on the inside. If anybody's watching who isn't a follower, it would mean the world to me if you gave me a follow. You don't have to give me any money, no subs, anything. Just a follow would be vastly appreciated. We did see this. This is the broken barrel, which I love. Or the mended barrel, rather. Really cool build. All right. We'll go to Rezar Dark Valley Strike 4. I love Strike 4. Hunter's Glade, since Hunter's Glade is also a sandbox. I hope this isn't terribly boring, but I have a lot to say lately because I'm thinking a lot about building and things we need to know to build in a way that's innovative, I guess. Or let's just get our ideas across. You got it. Let me change this. So I found this one today. This is orchids. I'm probably about 6, but I'm sure there's going to be more as time gets closer. All right, Strike 4. Strike 4, you know the rules. If I miss anything, please tell me. I will happily go back and review because I love your work, and you're a good guy. Gal. I think you're a guy, though. Alright, so they closed off this section, which is fine. A lot of people do that. But let's just make double sure there's no sneakies. No sneaky. I mean, a lot of people wait till the end because they aren't sure they're going to be able to finish it in time. I know I'm the same way. It's like, I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to finish it. Beautiful. Yeah, I like it. All right, so what I noticed right off the bat is that Strike 4 has used colors that are complementary with the sky. 700 out of 709 effects. Look at the peachy colored trees, the rust colored trees. It's gorgeous. They've also given us a pathway so we don't have to go wandering around trying to figure out where the build is. And I do believe they built something amazing from the looks of it. It's got a Daedric name, whatever it is. That's EHT right there. And then it looks like an alien / Daedric town, maybe? This would be a lookout station. Water well. Here's a forge. Nicely done. The stables. Normal looking horses though, not Daedric horses, which is, I guess, good. What's in here? Oh. There's nothing. It's a faux door. There's nothing in there. Okay. Oh, what's going on? Oh, goodness. All right, we've got a bunch of different roofs to talk about here. All right. So what a lot of people like to do is they like to use the greenhouse as the base of the house that they're working with because it makes a lot of sense. Good morning, Shenzi. In that you want glass walls, why not use greenhouse. It makes perfect sense. We have a sciencey one, but there's something to remember when working with the greenhouses. The rain comes right through. Okay, so we've got, you can see that tip there. That's actually part of the greenhouse, but it looks like a weather vane here. And I guess what they did is they put another dwarven block. Yeah, that looks like a dwarven block of sorts. Yeah, Markarth platform, bordered square on top of it. So now the rain won't come through, and it's now a proper office. Trade-off is you can't look up, but the reality is that it's sometimes better to not have rain indoors, you know, depending on what you want to do. We got a lot of little mechanical stuff with probably storm crags is the lightning here, and then they've added an effect of, okay, so they have two effects here. One of them is this swirl, and the other one is the crackling magic. Yes, it always comes through the greenhouse, unfortunately. The roof is not there. There's no collision for the roof, so the rain comes right through. That's awful. Which is why probably also they put a roof on this one. It's just something you have to live with or do something about with blocking it. And so again, another sciencey room. Probably with experiments. It's very frustrating that they gave us a greenhouse that it rains in. I really wish they'd go back and fix it, but I know the reality is that will never happen. Okay, so some really cool stuff going on here, right? First of all, these walls, a lot of people are doing this. They should if you cover it with it. A lot of people are doing this like open brass, brass bars from Brass Citadel, spaced out to give you a view through it. That's become a very common like texture lately. I'm not really sure why. We've got a fiery Ansei sword. Yeah, it's ugly. I mean, I don't know what they did that for. These are from a pack. These friezes are from a dwarven furnishing pack that comes around every so often if you want them. But this is lovely. Yeah, like you folks were saying, it's a great centerpiece. There's also a light buried in there. That's an interesting looking light. Okay, so they made a duplicate of the one over there with the greenhouse, and they put this thing on top again. Makes sense. And in here is more of a bedroom. Look at that fireplace. How clever that is. That is a cool combo. Okay, so I think that this is the mouth thing, perhaps, from the set. And then they put a fireplace in it, and then they put one of these glass things in front of it. Look at that. Okay, so they used an Echoes of Aldmeris, sunk it into the wall, and then used one of the chests, sunk that into the wall to make that kind of gilding look. Some really, really subtle details. Okay, this is a really unique shower. I've never seen one like it. They also added some steam with EHT, but these are all individual pieces. They've linked them together, and then they use the ball from Clockwork again. Some beautiful work. Look at how they've combined things to make them look like there's like a water pump. Some affordable grading. And then this is Crown Store. You have to buy this from the Crown Store. It's, I think, the Clockwork Gazebo. Yeah. You gotta buy that. And then they combined it with other things, obviously. Little guys running around here. And I think that's it. I think we've seen it all now. Mostly structural items, I'm guessing. But beautiful, and we're over the nothing. So, excellent job. Lots of fun. I like strike 4. Strike 4, is it? Yeah, 4. All right. Let's go to the foggiest temple of Kunzari, temples and worship. Because a lot of people put Hall Lunar Champion stuff in there. Good, sorry. Sorry, a sheepy. Yum, yum. All right. Load your boat. Hello, 6. Oh, pretty. 694 out of 700 with no effects. Temple of Kunzari. The foggiest idea, who I've looked at a bunch of their stuff lately. They have some gardening skill here. They're using the kitty litter boxes as planters, which a lot of people do. Hello! Little place to go and sit in the water. Loctavian and your potatoes. Yeah, everyone see the octatato? Loctavian's potato is an octopus. Isn't it cute? We're all potatoes in the housing community. Seriously, it's pretty funny. Gorgeous kitchen. I love the gardening. I love the bedroom. Loctavian is a streamer, a really nice person, and thank you for doing the shout out, Malterin. I was just about to do it if you didn't. You have moderator urges? Yeah, anyone can use those accounts. I mean, those commands, though. Everybody should be able to make people happy. Octavian's a lot of fun. Good streamer. Streams quite a bit, too, so you should be able to catch them live fairly often. Looks like just big construction over here. No houses. I don't have any moderators, though. I'm tired. We're looking at houses. Oh, look at all the little tributes by the dead cat. Open up, open up. All right, I'm disappointed in you, Foggiest. There has to be something in the dead cat. Oh, are you? Map probably does need a lot of people to help because it seems like they have a ton of viewers at any given point. It must be hard to keep track of them all. So appreciative of Map and you for the gifts you've given me recently with the follows. Oh my god, you got me past 1700. I'm in heaven. Only 300 more! 300 more until I could possibly maybe sort of get Stream Team. I'm trying. The main reason why I want to do Stream Team is a silly one. It's to give away stuff to console, but here we go. So what they've done here is they've reskinned this into kind of a lost temple area with broken stuff. Using lots of towers. Okay. I probably, if I ever get it, I would probably ask for help then. So yeah, you can, also, we were talking about this yesterday, but my stream was lost yesterday. You can also build roofs using these temples. There's no reason why you can't just, you build a structure, put a bunch of temples across the top. It can look really beautiful. And then I'm curious to see if they did anything with Lion's Den, which is my favorite section. You got it. What shall I be? I'm gonna be a druid. This is what they consider a druid, but whatever, you know, hey, it is what it is. Looks like, what did they put down here? Storage, I guess. Oh no, it's a little smuggler's den. Lots of, what's the word? Clutter. Words are hard. Brains, I don't has them. It's actually really nicely lush. What, that I'm a druid? It's weird. Lots and lots of clutter, I love it. It is reachy, I guess. I hadn't thought of that. So, no individual buildings so much, so we'll keep going, but nicely done. I'm afraid to look at that. Okay, Yumi J's Cold Harbor. We're all mad here. They all float down here. It's just weird, like I guess it gave me a little eyebrow ring, which looks kind of good. I think the thing that bothers me is, what are these black things that are dangling? What are they supposed to be? The rest of it I get. Or is that supposed to be hair? Like, what is that? Alright, we're all mad here, Yumi J. Use the existing books. Pick ones that you like. Alright, this is weird. What is going on in here? What? Oh, that's beautiful, but what is it? 700 out of 700. They're using iron posts to make a round thing? Yeah, they're really dangly. I want to say the shoulder stick is like a horn, like a antelope horn or something. Deer horn. Not sure what that is. But look what they've done in here. Okay, there's multiple things going on. First of all, the walls are mostly on this level made with paintings. You're right, Evil. It is a table and I'm meant to be tiny. Drink me, eat me. Oh, you guys are smarter than me. Sometimes I'm a big dummy. And you're right, because here's all the timepieces going up with the tents to the top. And a moon and a mirror. Yeah, this makes sense then. And the tents are making the big round space, but they also use paintings down here. So this makes sense. All right. So which way do we go, George? Which way do we go? That's the one we came out of, so let's go through here. Yep, she called it. Oh, wow. It's almost like Blackreach. It's so beautiful. Look at these colors. There's like gradient work going over here. Blue and green. The reflections off the rock. It's lovely. Oh dear, it's the mush. It's the caterpillar. He's got eyes. Ha. That is amazing. You know how they did the eyes? With lighting. Those eyes are just done with lighting. They managed to angle them the right way, and the lighting is so perfect that the caterpillar looks like he has eyes. That's some genius work there. Like, none of the others are lit up in the same way so that those look like eyes. I'm floored. I don't know how you did it, but I'm super impressed. That took some skill. Amazing. Amazing work. What are those things on the trees? Did you? It's amazing. That's some technical feat there. That is no joke. Oh, Zendira's done one like this, similar to. I love it. I think it's in her Humble Mud? One of the first checkered floors I'd ever seen was from Zendira. Lots of trees, lots of lighting. It is cool. I don't know how they managed it. Somebody in a cage. More spooky lighting. No, this is Yumi J. We're on EU. It doesn't seem like Yumi J is in the stream. I don't think Yumi has ever been in my stream. Okay, you guys have to explain this to me. Snugpod? Hey, Swanks. What does the dog have a broom on his butt? If you could explain this to me, I would appreciate it. There's probably something in Alice in Wonderland. Oh, that's just the Moonwell. If you sink it in right behind a piece of snow or something, it looks like this. Oh, okay. Never heard of them. They're clearly talented, though. Oh, look at the turtle. The mock turtle. Oh, that's cute. The mock turtle, and then we have a dragon frog over here. I can't really place everything. I know the mock turtle. Maybe hiding his tracks. I don't know. Yeah, try behind snow. It should work. And make a really cool look. Ah, here we go. The checkerboard floor. Okay, that's amazing. I've never seen anything like this. I've seen plenty of people do the tea party. Never have I seen them do it on this sharp an angle. And look, there's the hat from the Mad Hatter. It's a pillow with a pot holder. Got the bunny. I'm sad there's no dormouse, but that's pretty amazing. The checkerboard floor too. It must not be in the book then, the broom dog. I don't recall a broom dog. Ah, oh no! It was a trap. The red and white roses I was trying to show you were painted roses. You can't get over there. It's all a trick. But it's, those painted roses were from the lady, what's her name? The queen. She wanted red and white. You can actually go all the way through. I can't imagine you can go all the way through because it doesn't have floors. I think that's the end of it though. Pretty amazing. I am in shock and awe. Oh, really? Maybe it was supposed to stop us from going forward and we went forward anyway. I don't know. The forest is really well done. Ah, that's okay. It wouldn't be as funny if I didn't fall. Queen of Hearts, yeah. So we'll just look ahead and not go ahead. But here's the castle. And we have the paints. Yeah, the paint. Beautiful. And this is probably the end. Because you don't want to die in a fire. This is just amazing thinking. Really good job. Super impressive, Yumi. I mean it. Alright, let's see if we can find anything that's a freestanding that we haven't gone to. Whoops, wrong thing. It's extremely creative, impressive. Well, I only want to be, I don't want to go unless I'm asked. because it's one of those things that, like, I don't want to piss anyone off. So it's hard to do. Yeah, let me change my thing. I'm a happy clam again. Want to say I've seen that? She would let me see it, but I'll wait until she says something. Gardens and estates. I'm looking for houses specifically. Towns and villages. Nope, seen them all. All right, let's just pick the oldest then. No, it does. Let's try the oldest. Siona Inn's Minimalist St. Delans. Oh, yes, I will make her aware. That's a guild hall, so we'll skip that. Pride and Penance we just did. Strike 4 we just did. Foggiest we did. Alright, we have not done one of these. Traditional Grand Sijic Moitira. Well, I did an underwater one in my Cold Harbor, and I think that worked really well. Lost it? What do you mean? It's an investment. It's not lost. All is not lost. 698 at 700. Hammy! I love me some hammy too. Hammy faced. Thank you for the dickacorns, as you like to call them. Everybody follow Hammy. He is awesome. Hammy, I'm a clam. I will change from being a clam just for you into being a person. But for the moment, I'm a clam. Here we go. Now I'm a person with messy hair. Alright, we're in a EU Moitira's traditional Grand Sijic. But I was a happy clam, and now I am no longer a happy clam. Sadness. But everybody should watch Hammy. He does a variety of different stuff, but he does tend to do Elder Scrolls in the morning. Gotcha. Smart move. Take advantage of it when you can. I get the feeling that this is a little bit of a kitchen sink here, where we have all sorts of fun different things to look at, but I can't tell for sure. I'm gonna go right in now because I think most of it's on the inside, if I had to guess. I was working a little bit on my house yesterday, but unfortunately I lost my inspiration. It was very sad. I cried. Nope, there's stuff here. I wish I could have a whole bunch of these houses. It's true. I want like 10 Grand Sijics so I could build as many different builds as I want in here. Oh, did you? I already did what I wanted to do for a very small room in Snowmelt by making it a closet. Didn't really get across my point, I don't think, but somebody's checking me in, or checking me out, haha. So that's a crown-only tree. That blue tree is, yeah, it's a huge one. It's a fabricant tree. It's cobalt blue, and you have to get it from the, there's all sorts of magic going on in here. From the Crown store. We've got a bunch of nimbuses. I think they have a fish tank. No, they have a vivarium because they have a crabby in it. And then you've got all this magic, like all the Sigic balls and the books hovering, and then you've got more crabs. You've got crabs! Oh no! You got crabs. I raided off with you guys with Aerie the other day. I think she was doing PvP. She's an impressive PvPer, by the way. I am not into it at all. I don't feel like my worlds intersect with PvP. And here's the kitchen. Lots of stuff in here. Good ventilation. And here's the water delivery system, heating it up. I bet you could do a really cool column with a whole bunch of these from the side. It would look really neat. Lots of different textures and stuff. Okay. Just in case you need some tusks. So crafting house up here, I'm guessing they use this as their primary. That would be my guess. Make sure you enter the contest. I'm giving away a crown crate. Exclamation point potato. Make sure you enter. You don't want to miss out on a crown crate or the money for it. Okay, and then we closed this off with Molag Ball and a Daedric portal thinger. Did we go back here? I don't think so. Without the E, Spazcake. Well done. I do love when people put this in water. That's a cute one. Treasure. We win. It's treasure. I don't know how much longer, guys, I can go. I'm not feeling well at all. I have a fever. Doing the best I can, but I am not doing well today. I'm ashamed because it's only been an hour, but we'll probably do one more house. And then a magical bedroom. And a magical toilet out of baskets. So we'll do one more house. And hopefully I won't die. We'll do Siona Inns, Cyrodiilic, and then I hope to not die. No, it isn't. Not compared to how long you stream. You stream for hours and hours and hours. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just have a fever this morning and I don't feel good. And wah, wah, wah. Okay. Siona Inns, Cyrodiilic. 168 out of 200. I think we did a total redo of the house. Doesn't appear that the house exists anymore. Aw, thank you, sweetheart. It's not that I'm not feeling it. I feel, obviously I like doing it. It's just, look at this cozy little spot. It's so different. A little foresty area. It's a little cabin in the woods. We'll do one more since this was so quick. But it's a lovely little home. They do. They do. They're good to me. They're better to me than I am to myself. Let's do one more. Do we have a small one that I can do? Small? Very small? Jeez, we'll just do another Cyrodiilic. We'll do tracers. I gotcha. I do enjoy very much doing the housing, but just sometimes when I'm feverish. I will. I'm gonna get rest. This will be our last house. I just want to take a peek, and then I'll go. All right. Whoa! What was that? Did you guys see that? It was like a cloud formed in front of my face. There's no. Okay, there are effects in here. So this is a storage space. This is a vendor crafting area. Big old snot. We got some effects here. Nicely done crafting area with all of the stuff nearby that you'd need. And then we're going to go inside and see where did that cloud come from? That was weird. No cloud. I imagined it, I suppose. And then this is a teeny tiny little house. Okay, the dog is blepping. I didn't realize the dog blepped. His little tongue is sticking all the way out. That's adorable. All right, we'll pull the contest. The winner is Evil Bob. What? I'm gonna have to head over to NA to give that to you. So I'll do that. Yes, log out. And then we're going to see who's on to take you lovelies, other than our dear Hammy, who's not on. I'll drop you off with Ari again. She might be doing housing. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Evil, do you want money or do you want a crate? I think I'm lagging. Let me just type it because I think I'm delayed. You got it. Yay, my first crate. All right, see you guys in a little bit.
Doing lips and helpful things too. So it's not just housing, even though again I do see her as our, unofficial official housing reference. So yeah, so definitely go check her out. How was your stream? Hope you're having a good time. So we are here doing